Lesson 275. The power of remaining in God's truth. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle? One where you start strong in your faith, but over time, distractions creep in, and before you know it, you've drifted away? You're not alone. Many people begin their walk with God with passion and dedication, only to find themselves slowly slipping into complacency. The truth is, remaining steadfast in God's truth is not a one-time decision, it's a daily commitment. The beauty of knowing Christ goes beyond just acquiring knowledge. It lies in the commitment to remain in His truth. Knowledge without action is meaningless. There's little value in merely knowing about God if we don't hold firm to our faith and apply His wisdom in our lives. True fulfillment comes when we consistently abide in His truth, choosing Him every day, even in the face of trials and temptations. Your spiritual journey is not meant to be a fleeting experience. It's a lifelong commitment that requires endurance. When challenges arise, and they will, you must lean on God rather than fall back into old patterns. The world will always present easier, more comfortable alternatives, but true peace and lasting joy come from unwavering faith in Christ. The world has a way of luring us into comfort zones that make us question whether we really need to be so diligent in our faith. Slowly, our spiritual guard drops, and before we realize it, we have drifted far from God. We fall into the same cycles we once tried so hard to escape. The Bible warns us, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. 1 Peter 5:8. This verse is a sobering reminder that the enemy is always looking for an opportunity to pull us away from God. The moment we think we can handle life on our own, without daily seeking God's guidance, we open the door to struggles we were never meant to carry alone. You may still go through your daily life, managing to get by, but something will feel off. The joy and peace you once had in God will begin to fade. There will be an emptiness that nothing in this world can fill. This happens when we distance ourselves from God, thinking we can navigate life by our own strength. But Jesus reminds us in John 15:5, without me you can do nothing. Our strength is not our own. We draw courage and resilience from our Creator. Life becomes more manageable when we acknowledge our dependence on Him. When we surrender our worries, fears, and burdens to God, He provides us with the peace and direction we need. James 4:2-3 speaks directly to this. You desire but do not have, so you kill. You covet but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. This verse highlights an important truth. Our lack is often not because God isn't willing to provide, but because we fail to seek Him with the right heart. God desires for us to come to Him, not just in times of crisis, but in every aspect of our lives. He is a loving Father who longs to guide us, but He won't force His way into our lives. We must willingly invite Him in. Every day, we are faced with choices. The path we take depends on the wisdom we seek. Proverbs 3:5-6 instructs us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Wisdom is not something we acquire on our own. It comes from God. If we lack wisdom, we are encouraged to ask God for it. James 1:5. But seeking wisdom is not enough. We must also be willing to apply it. If we step away from God, we limit His ability to work in our lives. But when we remain in Him, He guides us even in the smallest details of our lives. Staying in the truth means continually seeking God, acknowledging His presence in everything we do, and allowing Him to lead us. When we make this a habit, we unburden ourselves from unnecessary stress and worry. We no longer have to navigate life alone. God is always with us, ready to direct our steps. Remaining in the truth is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about waking up every day and choosing to seek God, even when it's difficult. It's about recognizing that true fulfillment is found in Him, not in the fleeting comforts of the world. The enemy will try to distract you, and the world will tempt you with easier paths. But the peace, joy, and strength that come from abiding in God's truth are incomparable. When you hold fast to His word, you will not only experience personal transformation, but also become a light to those around you. Today, take a moment to reflect. Are you remaining in the truth, or have you allowed distractions to pull you away? If you've drifted, it's not too late. God is always ready to welcome you back. Commit today to deepening your relationship with Him. Spend time in prayer, read His word, and ask Him to help you remain steadfast. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement. Let's build a community that seeks to remain in the truth together.